Hey everybody, this is Chris O'Brien and Mike McKenna from NetApp. Want to welcome you to Cisco Live in our session. Today we're going to talk to you about what we're doing with FlexPod and specifically around our Intersight integration with NetApp. So a couple items on the agenda. First, I just want to give a brief overview of the value of FlexPod. Then I want to go into Cisco Intersight. There's going to be a little bit of why we looked at Cisco Intersight, and then we'll start looking at why it makes even more sense when we start bringing in partners such as NetApp to integrate with Intersight. And Mike is really going to dive, take a double click on that in terms of the integration. We'll give you a couple of key takeaways, and certainly going to point you to some great resources that you can use, to start your journey, not only maybe on Intersight, but on NetApp with Intersight, which would be even better. So the first thing I want to talk about is FlexPod itself. Now, we're the #1 most trusted converged infrastructure stack. And this is a converged stack. So it consists of Cisco UCS Compute, Cisco Nexus Networking, as well as MDS, from a fiber channel perspective, and NetApp Storage. And this solution, this reference architecture, this converged structure, has been around for the past 10 years. A great partnership. I've been with the program the whole time. And we continue to innovate on this platform year after year, bringing not only Cisco innovations, think about it, Nexus, ACI, think about UCS, M2, M3, multiple versions of Intel. We've introduced AMD, all on the same platform, while bringing NetApp along the way in terms of ONTAP with cluster mode. We started with 7 mode. We've got ONTAP, different stat features, as well as cloud functionality that we brought to the table with FlexPod, covering everything from base, virtualization to bare metal deployments, covering enterprise applications, SQL, Oracle, SAP, pretty much you name it, containers. So now we're going into cloud native type functionality, all on the same uniform design built on. And if you look at the right side of this slide, the best that we can bring between the two companies with our best practices. So that's FlexPod in a nutshell, and certainly you can go check that out online. Now, what we're talking about today, which is new, is Cisco Intersight. And I want to kind of look at what we saw from a Cisco perspective and what our customers and partners were telling us, some of their troubles. So the first thing was that, the data center isn't centered anymore, right? We've heard this term, and applications are going everywhere, right? We've got them on our phones, we've got them, in our cars. The point is that the workloads are distributed, which means that how you operate needs to be more global in nature, more distributed in nature. So the traditional solutions, the human approach, most of the time, just really can't scale or reach all those different areas. So as you tried to scale with these distributed workloads, obviously there were limitations in terms of IT resources on the human side, on the infrastructure side, et cetera. So this is a cloud model, a cloud operational model that allows you not only to see your infrastructure, no matter where it is, but also optimize it. So it's not just an infrastructure service. There's a number of different services built on top of it, including optimizations, workload optimizations, and orchestration functionality that can be leveraged in your on-prem data center, think FlexPod, or in the hybrid cloud type environments. So that's what, Intersight was really the productization to address all these different challenges, okay? Now, Intersight integrations with FlexPod. So Intersight itself, I mentioned, is a cloud-based model, but we do have, we do realize there are different security levels, compliance concerns from our customers. So we do support a virtual appliance and complete air gap solution. It is very intuitive. It's basically a cloud approach, a GUI approach. So you can click and walk through it, and it doesn't challenge you from a user perspective. It has enhanced support. So this system has the ability on the back end to do predictive analytics. It has an engine in the back end that connects to our TAC system. That's our technical assistance centers. So you get enhanced support in terms of we completely inventory your UCS compute domain. And Mike will talk a little bit about NetApp down the road, but we're also able to support it better. And because we're starting to learn from all these different devices across this distributed environment, distributed workload environment, we're getting smarter, which means we're able now to start providing more proactive guidance, more predictive guidance to help people avoid the pitfalls that potentially could, they could hit in any data center environment. And of course, it's secure. Security was built in from the get-go. And as I mentioned, the services on top of it are certainly extensible. So, optimizations, orchestrations, yada, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the base of the Intersight infrastructure itself. And the beauty of the FlexPod program, as I said earlier, is we partner with NetApp. We saw an opportunity to integrate NetApp storage services with Intersight. So, Mike, why don't you talk about where we're going with NetApp and Intersight integration?
Great. Thanks, Chris. Really appreciate that intro. So, just so folks understand here, the goal of our integration story is to enable you to leverage your existing ONTAP manageability tooling as cleanly as possible, but yet you're still going to get that first-class storage support when you view and manage your environment through Intersight. So our partnership here with Cisco and designing our ONTAP connector, we're really extending Intersight's storage model to support both NetApp's SAN and NAS storage. So the architecture of our integration starts with an instance of our Unified Manager product, which is managing your NetApp storage environment. You're going to take in a new or existing Unified Manager, 9.7 or later, and connect this to your Intersight virtual appliance to discover your storage. This Intersight Virtual Assist appliance now includes our ONTAP connector that we built jointly with Cisco. So very important to understand and keep in mind that Intersight and Unified Manager are complementary solutions. Intersight provides you with a unified view of your NetApp storage integrated into your Cisco ecosystem, where Unified Manager is providing you a comprehensive, more advanced management capabilities for your ONTAP storage at no cost from NetApp. This gives you your key capabilities for health, reporting, remediations, performance workload analysis, and granular reporting across all your ONTAP storage. So once you're in Intersight, you're going to get full access to the key attributes of your NetApp storage through Intersight's inventory views. From there, you're going to have the benefit of a host of predefined storage workflows that can be initiated from within Intersight. And you have the ability to define your own custom workflows through Intersight's Workflow Designer. The predefined workflows in Intersight that you're going to be seeing in our first release have been defined and tested by NetApp and cover your most frequent use cases. For those custom workflows, you can go so far as to clone your predefined workflows, customize them with different task inputs, even create your own workflows from scratch. Now, important to remember, this is a subset of your full ONTAP storage management capabilities. So if you need to do more of the advanced operations or deeper management, you can refer back to your Unified Manager and System Manager to get those capabilities and complete those tasks. So a real big benefit of the integration here is leveraging Intersight's SaaS capabilities. As we grow our own features and deliver new functionality, we can update our workflows, extend our capabilities with minimal or no disruption to your on-premise footprint. Everything we've discussed here, all these capabilities are now available in tech preview within Intersight. So please contact your Cisco and NetApp reps for more information on how to get access to the program. So with that, kind of coming full circle here back to the key takeaways, as Chris said earlier, NetApp and Cisco working together side by side, kind of closer than ever to make this integration project a success, demonstrated by what you can see now as you go into the tech preview. We're striving hard here at NetApp to make sure that we leverage our existing tool set. We don't want to introduce more complexity into your environment and allow you to build on what is already deployed. We're partnering together, ourselves and Cisco, to really make this a success and a win for all. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I think, Mike, if you look at the power of Intersight, what we're trying to bring to the table, and then you connect it with the power of the data fabric that NetApp brings, and we give them, I hate to say the single pane of glass experience, but at least great visibility of the stack. I think operationally, it certainly is going to simplify people's journey and allow them to really consume hybrid cloud a lot better. So I think we have a number of resources that are listed on this last slide. I won't go through them all. Really urge you to go out and check it out. The blogs are great. To be quite candid, NetApp did a great job with their blogs talking about the previews. There's some demos out there. I think there's some videos as well that might also link to YouTube. So please urge you to go out. Thank you for your time, Mike. Always love this virtual relationship we have these days. And
thanks
for coming to Cisco Live.